Allu Arjun is the star of one of the biggest Indian blockbusters of all time. Pushpa 2 became the fastest film to cross 1,000 crore in just a week. But now the lead star of Pushpa, Allu Arjun, is under fire. He was arrested for the stampede in a theatre in Hyderabad on the 4th of December. And now a political slugfest has erupted with a minister from the ruling Congress in Telangana demanding an apology from the superstar. And the Union Minister of State for Home, Bandi Sanjay Kumar, accusing the Telangana Chief Minister of maligning the actor's image and hurting the Telugu film industry. Joining me to discuss this are film journalist R. Nagendra Kumar, who's known Allu Arjun for several years, and A. Sai Shekhar, senior journalist. Gentlemen, welcome to the News9 Plus show. You know, I must ask you this, Nagendra, that film stars have been involved in accidents before, you know, either deliberately or unknowingly. Tell us about this case. Why has this become so politicized? You have two political parties jumping in, possibly a third one as well, the AIMIM as well. Why is this, you know, what seemed to be a very tragic and very unfortunate incident of two people losing their lives in a stampede? Why has this become so politically charged? Is it because Allu Arjun has some kind of political connection? What's the issue here?
No, he doesn't have any political for that matter whatsoever. He's a separate man. He has never had any kind of interaction with political parties. Only once he went for an election campaign for his friend somewhere in Nandyal in Andhra Pradesh.
Right.
But here, in this, what has exactly happened here is the incident happened on the day of the premiere show.
Yes.
And that incident, you know, took a lot of roots into other aspects like politicization.
Right.
More importantly, what has sparked up the whole controversy herein is that, you know, when KTR has, you know, he has referred that nobody knows you.
Yes.
No, he was addressing Mr. Ravant Reddy sir, and
Right.
he was telling that nobody knows you. Even the film stars are not identifying. They are not remembering your name.
Right.
He said it in somebody. That has really sparked up the whole controversy here.
Right.
That was the first stage.
Right. You're referring to that. You're referring to that success, you know, meeting where Allu Arjun seemed to forget the chief minister's name, and he took a pause, and then he resumed, and then he thanked the chief minister. So that became a political issue.
Yes, that became a political issue because I tell you one thing. Whether nobody intentionally forgets anybody's name.
Right.
You know, it's a natural on dais when somebody is completely inundated with excitement and in complete happiness because the film had really hit very hard on box offices in the beginning days itself. No, he must have forgotten about the name. That's the actual thing that happened.
Yes.
But, you know, when it was completely derogated and, you know, when it was ridiculed by other party member, by KTR, that became a very big issue here. That was the first stage. The whole controversy sparked off.
Right.
The next thing, you know, the total things are going haywire, out of control in Hyderabad from the point of Allu Arjun, because he must have not conducted a press meet when he was on an interim bail.
Yes.
You know that. That too, he told that no police officer has informed him.
Yes.
Okay, he must have said that in complete language. You know, he was so emotional.
Right.
He was completely upset when he sat in front of the media.
Yes.
In fact, you know, it looked as though he was moving to tears also.
Yes, a very emotional press conference. But, you know, I want to bring Sai Shekhar in on this. You know, Sai Shekhar, we saw that press conference conducted by Allu Arjun a few days back, where he really apologized for what had happened, and he said that the police hadn't contacted him. But then you had the Telangana police coming back with a very well-made film and, you know, an equally emotive appeal, where you had the police officer standing there and saying that, look, we tried to warn him several times, but he didn't leave the hall. Why is this, you know, this very interesting state of play right now with Allu Arjun in the center? Is there a political game behind all of this, or is it just the police following the law of the land?
I completely agree with Nagendra Kumar's observation that the ignition came from KTR's tweet referring to Allu Arjun's faux pas, that he took a pause. I don't say he has forgotten the name of the chief minister. He was actually overwhelmed by the response the movie Pushpa 2 has evoked across the length and breadth of India.
Right.
And he was actually thanking the chief minister and the Telangana government for allowing the benefit show with a hiked price point. And he was thanking the honorable chief minister, and then he took a pause for a while, and then he referred to the name of the chief minister. And I don't think Revant Reddy is so silly to take offense to the pause taken by the film star. That is not the issue, number one.
Right.
Number two, chief ministers, then the government started acting, the police started acting, and the police version and the public, the Allu Arjun's version, everything has come out in the into the public domain.
Yes.
And see, the moment Allu Arjun's version has come out, it all became controversial for the simple reason that police were sticking to their guns, suggesting that we tried to persuade the theater manager to have Allu Arjun leave the place.
Right.
And in fact, I find the theater management to be completely irresponsible for the simple reason that they should have really followed it up with police in a proper manner. The police are saying that the permission was rejected. In such case, the management should have taken it up with the higher-ups and made arrangement. And I have one question. Why should Allu Arjun go to a congested theatre like Sandhya Theatre? Because I also had been to that theatre some 20 years ago. It's really congested and claustrophobic, boss.
Right.
So Allu Arjun, the theatre management shouldn't have let Allu Arjun come there. And Arjun could have. Hyderabad is a very big and happening city and a very ultra-modern city, and it has large screens and large theatres. Allu Arjun should have chosen another theatre to go and watch the movie instead of this theatre, which is in a crammed place, and the theatre itself is completely crammed, number one. You are saying political angle. Is there any political angle? I think once KTR espoused the cause of Allu Arjun, the Congress has taken umbrage and started attacking it from their standpoint. And the matter is in court. The court has granted him bail. And once that is done, nobody should speak anything about a matter that is sub judice. But then the chief minister, when the AIMIM MLA has raised this question, the chief minister has responded to him on the floor of the assembly. So here who is superior, court or legislature? We don't know. This controversy has always been raging in India for the last 75 years. So the forum which the chief minister has used to express his views is a superior body as far as public life is concerned. Not that judiciary is any less. So chief minister made his point on the floor of the assembly, and Allu Arjun should have left it there. I don't know who has advised him to go for a press conference, and then he started talking from a prepared text, frequently poring over the paper that he brought along with him. And he says, I have no grouse against anyone. I am not finding fault with anyone in this in spreading canards against me. He is actually responding to the observations made by the chief minister Revant Reddy.
Which
Absolutely. Means the issue that has prompted Allu Arjun to conduct a press conference was the chief minister's statement on the floor of the house. So Allu Arjun should not have trespassed the jurisdictions of legislature and also the judiciary. But then he is named as an accused number 11, and he was arrested. And it all seemed, Allu Arjun also may not have any vicarious responsibility in the unfortunate incident that claimed one life of a mother, and her son was maimed and is still grappling with life and death
Yes.
in the hospital. So, and then Allu Arjun has announced a compensation of 25 lakhs.
Yes.
A movie has made, which has made more than 2,000 crores.
Right.
He should have been a little more generous and then reached out to the family. He did not. He doesn't have to, because his advocates might have advised
Yes,
him.
yes.
His father is there. His father, Mr. Arvind, who controls almost 50% of the theaters in the state.
Yes.
He should have reached out to the family, announced a bigger compensation,
Yes.
and taken the family along immediately. And so many film stars coming and calling on Allu Arjun also definitely has rubbed salt on the angry Congress.
On the Congress, and of course the
yes,
police.
naturally.
Yeah. But Nagendra Kumar, Sai Shekhar, sorry to interrupt you, but Nagendra Kumar, this Allu Arjun also comes from a very well-connected film family, which has also got members active in politics. I mean, the Allu Konidela family is possibly the most powerful film family in India. If you look at it, the number of superstars and producers that it has, 4 superstars in one family, I think there's no family in the world which has 4 very, very popular superstars. And his uncle, Pawan Kalyan, is a minister. He's the deputy chief minister in Andhra Pradesh. He's in alliance with the BJP. You think all of these factors can actually contribute to making this a bigger controversy than what it already is?
No, it is not like that. It has nothing to do with the Deputy Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Mr. Pawan Kalyan, or with somebody else, or with somebody else. The whole thing started unnecessarily growing so big,
Right.
And things are all going in complete disorder from
Yes.
the side of Allu. He must have been little more cautious, as our friend Shankar just said. We do not know who is really guiding Allu Arjun.
Yeah.
It is a very, very preposterous thing to conduct a press meet, because the same day the chief minister in the assembly, he was so infuriated and he was incensed and spoke at length. About 40 minutes he spoke in the assembly.
Right.
And whatever the language he expressed, Allu Arjun expressed before the media, has reflected like in a way that he was talking against the remarks that made by the chief minister. It all, it's a natural disorder. There is nothing to do with any other political party, or he does not have any political aliens. And the other most important thing is, Jagannath Reddy's YSRCP party is unnecessarily claiming Allu Arjun, and they are putting the photograph of Allu Arjun on their vinyls in Andhra Pradesh, along with its birthday flexes.
Right.
It is unnecessarily giving the wrong information, wrong impression to the public, as well as to the government here also.
Right. Absolutely. It's giving a wrong impression, and that seems to be the problem in this case from the very beginning, Sai Shekhar. I think it's just gone out of control. It's a tragic case. I mean, a mother losing her life and a child, battling for his life, being maimed in that stampede. But I think now the controversy has really spiraled out of control. But Sai Shekhar, where do you see this heading? I mean, is there a resolution for this?
There will be.
Yes.
We have found resolution for British invasion on India. It's not as if it cannot be resolved or anything like that. But then I would like to say, you are asking Nagendra one question about the political influence the family commands.
Yes.
See, what happens behind the scenes, we don't know.
Right.
And there have been reports that Allu and Konidala families were not getting along very well in the recent past.
Right.
And so soon after the incident and soon after Allu Arjun was discharged from the prison, he went and met his uncle, Mr. Chiranjeevi, who is the kind of patriarch of the family.
Yes.
And he also met Nagababu, who is going to take over as a minister in Chandrababu Naidu cabinet.
Yes.
And political connections are all too far and wide, and we don't know what is cooking behind, because Bandi Sanjay Kumar's allegation you have referred to.
Yes.
He was blaming the Congress again, you know, for all this chaotic situation.
Right.
But basically the fault lies with the film theatre.
Right.
And then the police should have been even more vigilant.
Yes, absolutely.
And that was not the case.
Right.
And yesterday one police officer had the gall to come and issue a statement against Allu Arjun, threatening him almost.
Right.
And the chief minister had to condemn that statement also in public domain.
Right.
And there was an attack on Allu Arjun's residence by some enthusiasts. This also I would say when Chief Minister, when Allu Arjun was arrested, lot of canards were spread and lot of criticism was made against the Chief Minister personally also on social media handles.
Yes.
And this could be a reaction after Allu Arjun's press conference. The attack on his residence could be a natural reaction from a political party or those who are sympathizers of the Chief Minister.
Right.
But there will be political there is a political angle to the whole thing.
Right.
But I don't see Congress trying to arrogate that to itself.
Yes.
And portray itself as one of those who's participating in this game of one-upmanship politically.
Right.
So let the law take its own course.
Let the law take its own course, indeed, Sai Shekhar, and that's what seems to be the reading from this incident, very unfortunate incident, a stampede in a movie theatre where Allu Arjun went to attend the showing of the screening of his film Pushpa 2, the blockbuster, which now in recent days seems to have become a real-life blockbuster as well, with all kinds of political parties jumping into the fray. But as our esteemed guests Nagendra Kumar and Sai Shekhar have said, the law must take its own course.